A political storm has erupted at the heart of the British establishment following reports of a serious rift between Prime Minister Keir Starmer and King Charles III. According to leaked accounts of a private exchange, the Prime Minister reacted furiously after learning that the King had held discussions with figures linked to Reform UK. While Buckingham Palace has issued no formal statement, the mere suggestion of such a meeting has triggered intense political debate, with critics and supporters alike questioning its constitutional and symbolic implications. Sources inside Westminster claim that tensions escalated after reports emerged that the monarch had privately met Reform UK representatives to discuss the future direction of the country. Although it is customary for the sovereign to remain informed through contact across the political spectrum, the perceived tone and timing of the meeting have been interpreted by some as a sign of unease with the current Labour administration. The Prime Minister is said to have described the move as inappropriate and potentially inflammatory language that has reverberated across Parliament and prompted wider public scrutiny. Relations between the monarchy and the Labour government had reportedly been strained in recent months amid economic pressures, declining poll numbers and internal party dissent. Since Labour's election victory, Sir Keir has sought to balance firm leadership with respect for constitutional convention. However, mounting challenges, including inflationary pressures, public dissatisfaction and policy disputes, have intensified the political climate. Against this backdrop, any engagement between the monarch and opposition figures has taken on heightened significance. In Britain's constitutional monarchy, overt political endorsements by the sovereign are virtually unheard of. As such, even the appearance of alignment carries weight. Some commentators argue that the King's engagement reflects a duty to remain informed and attentive to public sentiment. Others view the controversy as evidence of an increasingly polarised political environment. Constitutional scholars have noted that the monarch's role includes maintaining dialogue across political lines while also emphasising the long-standing principle of strict neutrality. Meanwhile, Nigel Farage has sought to capitalise on the moment, describing it as a turning point in modern British politics. Speaking outside his party's headquarters, he argued that public frustration with the traditional parties has reached unprecedented levels. Recent polling by Redfield and Wilton Strategies suggests shifting voter sentiment, with support for Reform UK rising as Labour's figures decline, underscoring the volatility of the current political landscape. Inside Downing Street, there are reports of deep concern about the long-term implications of the dispute. Senior figures within Labour are said to be divided over how to respond, with some urging a conciliatory approach to ease tensions with the palace, and others warning that any concession could be interpreted as weakness. The controversy has also prompted renewed debate over constitutional boundaries, particularly regarding the appropriate relationship between an elected government and the Crown. Economic developments have compounded the pressure. Rising living costs, renewed inflationary data and criticism of recent fiscal measures, including those set out by Chancellor Rachel Reeves, have contributed to a sense of unease among voters. Public demonstrations in several cities reflect broader frustration, though analysts caution that such moments of turbulence do not necessarily translate into immediate political realignment. Buckingham Palace has declined to comment publicly on the reports, maintaining its customary discretion. The King has since returned to official duties away from London, and aides insist that the monarch remains committed to political impartiality. Nonetheless, the episode has fuelled speculation about the stability of the current administration and the resilience of long-standing constitutional norms. As events continue to unfold, Britain finds itself at a delicate juncture. The relationship between government and Crown, traditionally defined by mutual respect and careful restraint, has been drawn into the public spotlight. Whether this episode proves to be a temporary flashpoint or a more profound shift in the political landscape remains to be seen. What is clear is that the controversy has intensified scrutiny of both the government's leadership and the enduring role of the monarchy within the United Kingdom's constitutional framework. The repercussions of this episode continue to unfold across Westminster and beyond. Senior figures from all sides of the House have urged restraint, warning that public confidence in Britain's constitutional framework depends upon measured language and respect for long-standing conventions. Several former civil servants and constitutional experts have reiterated that while private meetings between the sovereign and political representatives are not unusual, the perceptions surrounding such engagements can carry significant political weight, particularly during periods of economic